As 2024 is here now, and we are ramping up for the upcoming 2024 season, a lot of people are coming to me asking me a question. How do I do smooth returns and handoffs to my guests? Well, today in this video, we're going to get into it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I hope that you come to the channel to learn, to grow. This is Passive Income Central, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about the smooth handovers with Turo. But before we do, I have a video for you to watch right over here.
Magandang araw po mga kababayan ko dyan sa Pilipinas. As part of our contest, ako po ay lumalapit sa inyo para sabihin na magbibigay ako ng $200 sa maswerteng mapipili dyan po sa atin sa Pilipinas. Once we hit the 2,500 subscriber, ang dapat nyo lang po na gawin ay mag-subscribe, i-like po ang page at mag-comment. At kasali na po kayo agad sa contest. Once we hit that numbers, mag-a-announce po kami on live at ibibigay ang premyo sa halagang $200 sa maswerteng napili.
So guys, thanks for watching it, and please don't forget to subscribe and make sure you like and comment to get into the contest. So today, as we say, we're going to talk about the smooth handoff. So let me tell you what I'm doing actually. The things that I'm doing as a host, I never do face-to-face. That's the number one thing I will tell you. Now, if you got time, you can do that. But here's the problem. When talking to guests, they say they book an appointment to get the vehicle at, let's say, 10 a.m. But they don't show up to 1 p.m. and they don't give you no message or whatever. And you're just used to just handing off the key. That kills your time right there. Instead of going through that hassle, you want to do a remote exchange. A remote exchange meaning that, hey, once I get your ID, once I verify who you are, the car's checked in, I will give you the code to the car within 1 hour of the trip. Turo has a policy where you cannot give the car to the customer greater than 1 hour. So if you do that, you violate the terms, something goes wrong, they're going to deny your claim. So how I set this up is just not like, hey, here's the key code or whatever. What I typically do is write a message. I have a message already built in the template. The first message is at the very beginning to let people know that I acknowledge that I received their input for a reservation. And then we wait, depending on how long the booking is going to take place, we wait until the day of the booking, 24 hours before the booking takes place. And we provide them with instructions. We need to get their driver's license. We need to verify. We need to do a selfie. And also, Turo is going to ask for this as well, too. So don't forget about that. They do license verification. Upon reviewing their ID, you will look at their birthday. You'll make sure that's the person that is doing a selfie. You want to make sure it's a not expired license. Just want to make sure everything's good. And also, I look at the reviews, too, to see what type of customer I'm about to run into. If it's a customer with not a stellar score, they're in a threes or even a twos, you might want to cancel that trip because that's a rhyme and reason if they got a bunch of ones and twos as their average out of 5 for your essay. Everything goes good, we go ahead and continue the check-in. Your check-in requires you to do pictures within 24 hours of the trip. So we get pictures of the inside and outside. I typically do about a rule of 36 to 40 pictures, but I've seen people who've taken hundreds of pictures to get every detail. And this is for claim purposes. If there's any type of damage to your vehicle, then you have evidence to say, hey, this is how this vehicle was before I handed it off. And I've filed claims many times. Nothing major, but things that are dealing with, cosmetic damage or whatnot. Nothing that will end the run of the car. Now, back to the juicy part. We're going to talk about, hey, how do I get this key to this guy while not being there? There are lock boxes. There are Bluetooth lock boxes that some people do that, they unlock it wirelessly. I'm typically old fashioned. I use the old fashioned lock box where we have a spin dial or the push button lock boxes. These boxes you can typically get on Amazon, and it really doesn't cost you no more than maybe $25 to $35, depending on what brand and size that you need, because it's very important that you get the right size box. I have it where I have some keys that are greater than, I would say, over 1 inch typically, where you have keys that are nowhere near there. They maybe be like, I don't know, not half an inch, but under an inch or whatnot. And when you put the key in the box, you don't want to force it in. It should go in a gentle, because if you're forcing it in, guess who else is going to force it in, possibly break your key? It's the guest. And now you're in a situation where now you got a key that doesn't work. Upon making sure you get the right lockbox, you're going to instruct the customer where you're going to put the lockbox set, whether you're going to put it at the front tire, or it's going to be the back of the license plate, or it's going to be underneath the car, or it's going to be in a mailbox that you have designated as a key box, a cubby hole. This is where you typically have that set up, right? Upon that, customer will get the instructions that you tell them, hey, make sure that you put in this code. And always remember too, if you do not walk the guest through as if you was to walk a 5-year-old or tell a 5-year-old story where they can understand, they're not going to get it. You need to let the guests know, because this happened to me very early on, to make sure they take the lockbox, and you got to repeat yourself as if you have a mental issue, right? Meaning that you repeat over and over and over again. I repeat 3 times, right? I will tell them back to back in a sentence. Make sure you take the lockbox. Make sure you take the lockbox. Make sure you take the lockbox, because they understand that you are trying to emphasize something. I'm not trying to put all caps in the message that I was sending out on the Turo Messenger, but going back on that, you're not going to write every single message. You're going to have a template maker, which again, guys, if you get our course, you can go ahead and get the templates for free. I have laid out all my templates that have been working for me. Additionally, going into it, right, when you're looking at your customer, look at how old they are. That's something you got to take in consideration, because with older customers, you got to have greater patience. Or people who are brand new to the platform, that never ever used this platform before, you got to give them more time. They may want to call you on the phone. They may want to see you, but you may not be away. For me, I'm in Bahrain. I'm in another country. There's no way I'm coming home just to unlock a box. It's not going to happen unless I'm visiting for my family for the holidays or something. But anyway, you make sure your instructions are detailed. And when the customer gets the message, they're going to put in the code. However, you do the Bluetooth if you want to do that, or you're going to do the box like I do. Once they put that information, they got the keys, they're ready to go. Now for return, I wait until 3/4 of the trip is done. Because number one, I remind the customer there's a chance that they can still extend if they go look in the Turo app for reservations. Customers are known to extend day-to-day trips, right? So I had a customer right now who's got one of my vehicles, and she booked it out initially for the weekend, but then she started adding an extra day by the end of the day, extra day, extra day, extra day. Is that annoying? Not really, because you get paid. They are liking your car, and guess what? You don't have to turn around and clean it real quick to get it ready for the next rental, because this customer's still with this vehicle, and it frees up your time to go check it back in, make sure everything's clean, everything's taken care of. It saves you a lot of time. So anyway, going back on it, when the customer has your vehicle, at the end of the day, they are wanting to know, how do I return the car? Just like before, you're going to give them return instructions to let them know what's going on. And matter of fact, make sure you give them the code again, because they're not going to scroll up. Some customers are not going to scroll up and look at what they have to put in to unlock the box and relock it. And definitely tell them where to place the key box at. So guys, I hope that this helps you out. My name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. Let me know what you're doing if you're a Turo host right now to do your check-in, check-out process. Tell me what your thoughts are. You think you got something a lot better? Let me know. Let's conversate. Again, guys, check out the Turo Master Course that we have going on right now. You don't want to miss out. This is opportunity of a lifetime, doing it for a very low cost. Thank you again for tuning in. I see you on the other side. Take care.